What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, where today we are starting with 10 two-player upgrades and 10 78 double upgrades to try and do two things specifically. Thing number one is pack Noni Madueke and Gabriel Martinelli, maybe Van Domselaar as well, and obviously some of the other higher rated Arsenal players. And thing number two is just to put some fodder into the club to work on some SBCs. Now, I did already complete the Aguerd SBC. He's due to expire in the next few hours at the time of recording this, even though, by the time you're watching this, he will be expired. And so I did a few of the other player SBCs. I did the marquee matchups and stuff like that, but I didn't get anything valuable out of those, unfortunately. And then we're going to rebuild the team using our best players. And obviously we packed Hakimi previously from Champs Rewards, who is a Moroccan from the French League. And Aguerd is a Moroccan from the French League. So I have a feeling we're going to be using those two in our team alongside some others. But yeah, I think it's time to start focusing on our rivals' points. It's a really weird conundrum with rivals at the moment, because on the one hand, I want to play and win and earn and progress up. And, you know, if EA did a better job with what I think is brilliant in the game now, and that is bounties, if EA did a better job with those, that'd be great incentive to move up through the ranks. But as it is, the rewards aren't so great, and there's not really much incentive to do so. So I might play on a little bit of a, not golden goal per se, but in games where it's just too intense, I'm probably just going to back out this time around, because there's no value to not do so. With that being said, if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. 10 of the regular double upgrades opened. Nothing valuable whatsoever. I don't even think we got some 83s in there, did we? That was pretty poor. That's more like it. 85 Stanway to go in there, because we've got some other player SBCs that I do want to complete that are starting to slowly but surely run out of time. They're not excessive or anything. They're just a pain, because I don't really have all of the cards for them. And so I have to go and buy cards from the market, and it's like the way EA have it is just a bit long-winded, a bit frustrating. But I'll tell you what, guys, it would be nice if we packed something. We're going to get a Spanish ham, which is going to be Shaqiri. It's going to be Issy Palazon for the Spanish cam there. So we've got 5 more of these to go, and that will now lead us into 20 upgrade packs with nothing of value. I mean, even the 80s and 81s now are becoming less and less valuable. You know, 2 weeks ago, I loved an 80, 79, 80, 81, 82 rated card in my club. We'll take an 84 Greggy, because a lot of the SBCs required 80, 81 and 82 rated squads. Now they're 82, 83, 84 rated squads. And so the value has kind of been lost a little bit in these lower rated cards, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, maybe, hey, there we go. One walkout. Who is it? CDM? Italy. It's Tonali again. It's always him, isn't it? He's probably the most packed walkout that we have so far. That's like the 5th or 6th time I have packed him on this account. And then last but not least, we're going to get a right mid. It's going to be Di Maria probably. Oh no, it's Simeone and Ferguson. So nothing of any real worth for us there. But in terms of the team, obviously it should still... Oh no, I was actually playing some games last night. David M. Nobrega was swearing blind that he just is adamant that roles don't matter, and so he was using Balde at centre back in draft and was cooking. I tried it and I failed dramatically. I don't even know if I like Balde anyway, because just not good as he is. Composure's low. He's got good pace, and that's it. Jockey, anticipate, quick step. I think I like Grimaldo, but as I say, what I will do is I'll get the newly acquired Aguerd. I'll show you guys actually. Oh, I want to use Tomori as well. Yeah, where is that Aguerd? You'll see some of the players I got out of the packs from squad battles, not squad battles, from marquee matchups and stuff now. Nothing particularly great. But the players I did are one Irene Paradis in there. No Arsenal players again, can you believe? But yeah, we've got Aguerd and Bethune were the two SBCs that I did. So Aguerd goes in there. It's great for Hakimi. It's great for Vitinha. I do want to use Tomori in here. So it's going to say goodbye now for Yuri and Timber. I think this Tomori is going to be sensational. Who are we going to be able to... Oh, this Quanza was quite good as well. Who are we going to be able to link with Tomori to get what we need? So Charboom is going to go up front over Pajor. I tried playing with Pajor last night and Claudia Pina. I just... Like, I know she's good. I just don't like her. It just doesn't work for me. I prefer the physical players. I prefer the bigger players. So we're going to need a new left mid. Who have I got available at left mid? Maybe a left back, actually, and Grimaldo at left mid. We've got Rogers. So somebody in the chat yesterday said that I'd like Rogers. So he's got Enforcer as well. He's got some all right stats. I think he'd be better suited as a centre mid. 6'2". First touch, technical, incisive, and Enforcer. I actually do think I would like him. Now, obviously, Bonmati is amazing. Do I take out Vitinha for Rogers? Maybe. We lose one chem on Hakimi, but I don't mind that. I think I'm going to go for a Barbo over Lamine Yamal as well. Another Enforcer player. Hey, listen, let me lean into it. Let me lean into it. That will give Tomori a bit of chemistry as well. We'll keep Lamine on the bench. Lamine Yamal looks like he should be an unreal player. I just can't get the best out of him because, again, I'm not the left stick dribbler, fidget spinner kind of player. I'm the sort of like, let me get the ball into feet, hold it up, and go from there kind of player. So what else can we have on the left-hand side here then? Ideally to link with Grimaldo. Oh, maybe Bayer. Oh, I did do Semenyo. I said yesterday I thought I forgot this pick. Oh, he's got... Oh, my days. Let's get him in there as well. We've got Enforcer on everyone here, I think. Yeah, Charboom, Mateta, Semenyo, Rogers, not Bonmati, but I'm happy to keep her there. Andy Barbo. Then we've got Grimaldo, Aguerd, Tomori, and Hakimi. Now, is there an obvious player here that should be switched out? It's probably Grimaldo, isn't it? I do like this card. I like the look of this card. He's got some brilliant stats. I'm going to put him on the bench instead because then he can cover off two positions, actually. So we'll pop him on the bench instead of... So Erdegaard covers centre mid, Yamal for right mid, Vitinha for centre mid, Saka for right mid. Let's get rid of Saka. Kanu up front, Aguimang up front, and Gula in midfield. I need a defender as well. We'll take Hansko because he can cover off two positions, which is way better. And then at left back, we'll go for... Oh, I like this Diouf, but I like Calafiori as well. He's got Jockey and Rapid for Diouf. What's Calafiori? I much preferred Calafiori at centre-back. Got Bruiser. He's got long ball. I don't mind that, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep Calafiori there. So a Premier League manager will give us 3 chem. A Serie A manager will give us 1 chem. And a Liga F manager will give us 1 chem. So basically, I need a Spanish Premier League manager for 4 more chemistry. And then we'll have 2 across the board on Aguerd, Tomori, Hakimi, and Bonmati. I'm a little bit tempted to take Bonmati out of the team, but she's just so good. She's just so good. But I don't think I want to. So let's go and get a Spanish Premier League manager. Mikel Arteta would be ideal, wouldn't he? We'll go for Ruby. That gives Bonmati a little +1. And then let's put the Prem. Tell me I have a Prem. There we go. Why is it all the way back there? Maybe it's tradable versus untradeable. That takes up to 29 chemistry. So, yeah, Aguerd, Tomori, and Hakimi all on 2, plus Bonmati. And then this is a nice team. Now, I do need some chem styles here. For Hakimi, I'd prefer anchor, but if I don't have an anchor, I don't mind going backbone on him. For Tomori and Aguerd, for now, because I don't have shadows or anchors, I'm just going to keep them on basic, actually. I quite like basic. this is going to be the team, guys. So let's go and get into some games. Right, guys, as we go into some gameplay. Sorry, my voice is getting a bit hoarse. I'm getting a bit under the weather. I played these games on old gen. I only got through 3, and that is because, contrary to what I felt initially and how at least the game plays in squad battles, this was terrible. It was a really bad experience. I did lose this first game, and so I didn't want to just go off of it after the first game, because I wanted to give it what I felt like was a fair kind of shot and get a real understanding for it. It was sluggish. It was heavy. You know how I was kind of saying almost as a positive the reason why I liked PS4 version is because there's like no animations and stuff. Well, actually, on the contrary, building this team that we built here with you know, multiple players with Enforcer, because there are no animations, Enforcer was effectively useless, like consistently. It was just bad, but I didn't want to just lose one game and then be like, oh, it's bad, and go from there. So we did play a few games on it, but I will not be going back to PS4 for anything unless PS5 goes down, obviously. I've got some comments from yesterday's video. The first one I want to talk about actually is something that I half read and was like, what a terrible idea. And then I finished reading and I thought, what a brilliant idea. Stan MCK says, and talking about what we was discussing in yesterday's video about just how can EA make just almost like playing the game worthwhile, where, you know, everything's not kind of related to packs and rewards and, you know, the power curve and all that sort of stuff. Stan says, one thing they could do is add an unlimited evos for fodder. The Evo could give +1 overalls for fodder and no stat boosts. And I read that and I was like, give a +1 and no stat boosts? Are you out of your mind? You could scale it for different ratings, i.e. 83 to 84 would be 1 game, 86 to 87 would maybe be 3 or 4 games. It would give an added grind and allow people to use new players, would be easy to implement too, really. And I thought, do you know what? That is genius. That is genius, because then you could literally play your way to SBCs. You put a 483 rated team in, you know, let's say you take like the deadest 83s, all of the 83s that are 750 coins. You put them all into a team. You play 10 or 15 games with them. By the time you're finished, they're all 86s or 87s or 88s. No stat boost, just overall boost. You now go and put these into the player SBCs. What a brilliant idea that is. What a genuinely brilliant idea that is. I really like that one. Golfstar says, one thing I've always thought would be good would be a way to upgrade players via a milestone system. Something such as 100 goals scored with a player to give them a +1 in all stats could make it rivals/champs only to stop people grinding on squad battles. This would give players a reason to keep playing games and something to grind for that wouldn't be game breaking and would make losing not feel as bad if you had scored a few goals with your milestone player. I thought Evos would be that. When EA released and talked about evolutions coming, in my head straight away, I was like, nice. I'm just going to build the full Arsenal 11 and just play and upgrade them. And I thought about a lot of the other kind of like Evo systems that have been in games over the years, whether that be kind of obtaining XP per player and then using that to boost stats, or completing objectives, like you say, like scoring headers or scoring 100 goals and using that to boost stats. And I genuinely sat there and thought, I would love to just play with my Arsenal team whilst improving them, win or lose. And obviously you would still expect it to get exponentially more challenging the higher rated and the better they become, because you can't have it, you know, it just wouldn't be right for the game if I could just pick up an 88 Bukayo Saka and in 50 games time he's a 95. That would be dumb. But I really wish EA would change the way the system works to a system that is more like, almost like clubs, I suppose, where you have the freedom of making the players how you want them. I would love to be able to unlock all play styles and playstyle pluses per player and just pick and choose the ones that I want. And I do get it, right? I know that if that happens, we'll also have an issue where everybody will have the same play styles, the same players, the same playstyle pluses, and it probably will actually pigeonhole things more by giving people more creativity. But yeah, I personally really thought evolutions would be more based on I'll play 100 games with this player, not a team or whatever. Play 100 games with this player, you get +1 stamina, and just have like a massive long list of like the objectives for the boosts. And once you've completed one, you know, let's say you're like from I don't know, maybe 60 to 65 stamina, it's just play one game. From 65 to 70 stamina, it's play 2 games. From 70 to 75 stamina, it's play 3 games per point, by the way. So, you know, you're having to play loads and loads. And then by the time you get up to like, you know, 84 to 85 stamina, it's play 20 games. 85 to 86 stamina, play 23 games. And like I say, it just gets exponentially more difficult to the point where, you know, 98 to 99 stamina is play 250 games. I think things like that would be real fun, because it would then kind of allow you to just play the game. Rewards would be meaningless unless you they wouldn't be meaningless, because you could still get like a promo card or a better card or maybe a different player. But yeah, I think I would really like that. I just also think that that will never be a way the game is kind of created, because EA would just lose so much money, because people would never go to the store if they could just play their way to a better team. They would just never go to the store. Morgan says, you do get something for creative squad building, fun and satisfaction in scoring with your favorite players. People complaining about the game not being fun are the same people chasing the meta. Maybe use a fun team and you'll have a fun time. I picked this comment out because I just wish that was true. But because of the way this game is created and how competitive almost every aspect is, and if an area of the game isn't competitive, it's so uncompetitive that it's like pointless. But even that silver tournament, it was so competitive that if you built a fun team, the problem with you building a fun team in an environment where you're playing against somebody else is that they don't care about your fun. And so they will be toxic. They will celebrate, as I'm doing here with the worm. They will pause the game. They will hold the ball. They will still play the fidget spinner, Claudia Pina, 5-star week for low driven, or Pajor finesse shot plus meta, because they want win. And for this game to become more about fun, it has to be kind of like a community-wide conscious choice for people to play for fun, rather than just an individual choice. Because if you just try and play for fun, you just won't play this game very much. You might have the odd game here or there where it is quote unquote fun, but for the most part, it just won't be. So now I had a bounty there, guys, to score a hat trick with a player. And so I was really focusing on scoring that hat trick with Mateta, which we ended up getting, hence the penalty. And yeah, it was good to have got it, because I got the 81/5, which is great for a bounty. But again, the bounty is another part of the point where I'm like, damn, I wish this was in the game more. Like, EA have got their finger on the pulse a little bit when it comes to creating an environment in the game where you can just play. But I just don't think they lean into it enough. And obviously, you know, they got to sell packs. They got to make their profits as well as a company. And so maybe anything that I think might be fun might actually not be fun. Now, I know this is a bit of a shorter video today, guys, because I only played 3 games. Like I said, I ended up watching the Arsenal game last night, and then yeah, got into debates on Twitter about football, which is always fun and never fun at the same time. So for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.